Hello and welcome to day 7 of my 30-day self-experiment, getting back my old Counter-Strike aim in just 30 days by playing 10 minutes of AimLabs every day and 1 game of Counter-Strike per day. So, this is day 7, the last day of the first week, and I'm just gonna go over the AimLabs tasks, the conclusion of the first week. Then I'm gonna talk about the volt take benchmarks, tasks that I'm probably gonna implement into my routine, and at the end I will show you the highlights and the downlights of the last game of the day. First of all, adjust shot. So no, that's actually not right. First of all, peak shot. On peak shot we can definitely see some kind of improvement. I started at around 1000 and went up around 120 points. At headshot we can see that I stayed on more or less the same level. I got a little bit better over the course of the 7 days. On microsphere, we can see that I a little bit worse at the end, but overall I stayed at around 1500. Same for strafe shot. I started at 520 and went up to 620. Angle track, I made a huge jump from 4400 to 4800, and that was on day 3. And day 3 was actually the day where I got the comment about the volt take benchmarks in AimLabs. And I played my session right after. I played around, I think it was 12 tasks of the volt take benchmarks for Valorant. So that probably just boosted my aim up instantly. For adjust shot, yeah, what can I say? I don't know what I was trying to do there. Maybe I was trying to build a bridge or something. Microshot looks a little bit weird. I don't know how I can read into that, but I got a little bit better in total, I guess. And on gridshot, you can definitely see that I improved over the course of 7 days, because I started at around 75,000 and came out at around 80,000. So I made like 5,000 points. Yeah. Now, let's get to volt take benchmarks. So I jumped on their website and I tried out some of the tasks. And on the website they're saying they are working together with professional FPS players to give everybody some kind of resources, advice and coaching, and to create high quality educational resources and content for people who are like striving to become the #1 aimer for some reason. But I don't try to become the #1, I just try to get back to my old Counter-Strike level, which back in the day was LEM. Not even global. I know. Blame me, I peaked LEM. Anyways, I will probably implement 10 to 15 volt take tasks. So I will just remove these old standard tasks and do the second week full of volt take benchmark tasks. And then at the end of the 7th day of week 2, so on day 14, I will come back and see how much better I am compared to day 7. I think that's a good plan, right? I want to keep sticking to these 10 to 15 minutes of warm-up every day. I don't want to increase the time because I just don't have the time right now. Anyways, now that we're done with that, we're gonna talk about the game. And if you have any more advice for me what I could improve or what I should remove, just put it in the comments. I will read it. And let me know in the comments if you think that I should create some kind of highlight video of those 7 days that includes every single day's highlight and some kind of mini montage, or I'm actually probably gonna do it anyways. So let's get to the game and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Here we are. This is the first round of the T side. T side was pretty good as well. You just saw the CT side, and T side I did quite something. I almost always ran in first and died a lot, but I also opened a lot of situations for my team. So that was good. My aim in general, I would say, was pretty on point as well. I whiffed a couple of times, but they weren't as bad as the day before. Like today was super duper precise. I still need to work on my like one-taps. I miss my one-taps. And situations like this, that should just not happen, right? And yeah, that's basically it about the game. That was pretty good. Today was a good day. Bye bye.